So Wolfman, directed by Leigh Whannell, is coming out this weekend. It is the new joint with Lee, Universal. It's basically their take on the dark universe. They're trying to make this happen, which we never really talked a whole lot about it. Are you bummed? Were you bummed whenever the dark universe became like ton after Tom Cruise's The Mummy flopped as hard as it did?
Man, I wouldn't say I was bummed, but I was intrigued by
What
what
they
they
could
had
do.
set up.
Yeah.
Now, did this new kind of version that we're getting,
Hmm.
it I guess officially kicked off with the Invisible
Yeah.
Man,
Which is
which
what he also did.
another Lee Whannell joint. And this movie was not originally a Lee Whannell movie. It was Derek
Hmm.
Cianfrance with um, Ryan Gosling on board, and I believe they're
My
both
gosh.
producing this one.
Hmm.
I would be more interested in that version of this. I still think this looks fine. And in honor of that coming out,
Well, except for the monster, though. You say that the monster looks a little iffy for the Wolfman himself after he transforms.
going off of some of the things that I've seen in recent previews, if that's the final version, it's not.
Not good.
I want. I guess I would have to see it in action, but it is not a traditional Wolfman like
Yeah.
that I would expect, and that's disappointing. But I'm sure, hopefully, they're just keeping that under wrap.
So in honor of that, yeah, with Wolfman coming out, we're going to bring back your favorite,
Well,
the
we brought it
movie.
back. We're
We
gonna we're continuing this bad
for
boy.
this one, yeah, that's right. This is the second time we brought it back now in the year of 2025, the year of the future,
We're
something
doing
like
this.
that.
I mean, this is a weekly segment at this point.
And so now we're doing the movie review game, or otherwise known as Find the Fake, where you and I both quiz each other. We pick a movie, and we're picking one Lee Whannell movie each. And then I read you four reviews. One of those is fake, one of those is mine, and then the other three are real. And then vice versa. You'll end up doing the same. Now, I've told you I'm going to do upgrade. I don't know what yours is. All right, so are you ready to be in the hot seat for the movie that I've picked for the movie review game for Lee Whannell?
Do you want to go first? Because since you're winning, you get choice of the movie you want
Woo!
before I do, and then you can also either read your reviews first or you can guess first. All up to you.
Let me put you in the
You're in
hot
the
seat.
driver's seat. You're
I'll
gonna
put you
put
in
me
the
in.
hot seat. Yeah.
So I'm guessing first.
Yeah, you'll guess first. You know what movie I picked, which is Lee Whannell's 2018 film Upgrade. This is a movie that actually scored very high among critics and the audience, getting an 88% for both. I was very surprised to see that. Um, but our opinions aside, let's now dive into the reviews. For reviews, as I said, now, are you ready?
Ready. I'm not gonna think about it too much.
Okay. All right. Review number one. Whannell locks into a retro action movie enhanced by realistic tech advancements, but with the simple primary objective of being fun. Review number two. Upgrade could have been just a B picture, albeit an expensively produced one, but Whannell is as serious about his social commentary as he is about entertaining us. Number three. It's a small, silly movie, and there's nothing particularly novel or even of the moment about its techno skeptic stance on machines, but as a genre exercise, it's a fun ride.
Oh my, that one sounds so wordy, like it's not real, which makes me think it's real.
Number four, there's almost, but not quite, enough juice in the premise for a sci fi thinker. There's almost, but not quite, enough oomph in the execution for a cheap actioner.
Man, they're all very good. Read the first one again.
Linnell locks into a retro action movie enhanced by realistic tech advancements, but with a simple primary objective of having fun.
Gosh dang it. I think, man, the third one is so wordy. I think I said this backwards, that it seems
Yeah.
fake. Um, Man, this one is super hard. Sorry, read the second one.
Upgrade could have been just a B picture, albeit an expensively produced one, but Whannell is as serious about his social commentary as he is about entertaining us.
Goodness. I'm gonna lock in three because it's the one that just doesn't sit right.
All right. Number three, you're locking it in.
Mm-hmm.
Moment of truth is drum roll. That comes to you from Simran Hans of the UK Observer.
Down another point. Dude,
You,
this
you
game
want
sucks so much.
you want to know
Oh
which
my
one is?
gosh.
Do you want to take a guess at what was your second guess?
Number one.
That comes to you from Daniel Posey of Quality Check
God,
Podcast.
that
Woo!
happened the last time too. I was always the second one that I got or that I thought it could have been. Dude, I hate this game so much. If I don't
Man,
stump you here, I can't recover.
you
I
need to
can't
stump me.
recover.
You need to stump me.
So the movie that I chose, I didn't do something recent. I thought if we're gonna do Leigh Whannell, let's go back to the beginning.
To Saw?
And I did Saw
Woo!
2004, 193 reviews, sits at 50%. I don't have what the audience score is, but I
Okay.
know it was higher. I want to say 60s,
I bet it got pretty high, especially for being the
84%.
84. Okay.
Goodness gracious.
Seems about right. Sunset. I mean, that's had time to marinate with audiences and years of audiences to go back and review it. So that seems
And,
about right.
and there is something interesting when you go back to an older movie. They do update reviews. So some of these reviews are relatively recent
From
uh,
critics, that is,
from
right?
from critics. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for Saw?
Especially, and I'll say there's that's also because a lot of movies end up having re-releases. Like Seven just had a
Mm-hmm.
re-release in theaters. What was that, 25 or 30 years
30.
after initially coming out, which I actually really did want to go see
Yeah.
in
I picked
IMAX. That would
that
have been
up on
awesome.
the new 4K. I
Oh
need to
my
watch it to
gosh.
see how it looks because I know we don't need to sidetrack, but Fincher did a lot of work
Hmm.
using AI to tweak some things that he always had
Yeah,
wanted to do, which has stirred up a little controversy, which is interesting. It's his movie, though. He can do whatever he wants. That's my
that's
opinion.
true. And he's always directed the crap out of things. So, all right, I'm ready.
There's things in there that he's tweaked, though, that no one on earth would know, but I know it's eaten him up for 30 years. And it's just interesting that he's just like, I had to fix it for this.
It's so funny. He's still like that like attached to it. Speaking of being attached, this I am about to be as unattached as Lee Whannell was to his ankle. And
Man,
actually
spoiler alert.
that wasn't yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember. It's been
It
a
was
minute since
Carrie.
I've
It was
seen it. Yeah,
Carrie.
carry always. So I'm down 4-1. I really got that.
Woo!
I really need to get this one. All right, here's review number one. Um,
Hmm.
I laugh. I think I laughed at every one of these last time. So that's
That's
not
what
a.
that's what threw me on the first one. That's why I got it wrong because you laughed before reading the very first review of the last game of the first movie for you, and that's I'm like, oh man, you're laughing. I think maybe that's why. No, I'm not buying it.
I think
I'm
I
not buying it.
overthink too because it is a where do you put your
Yeah.
review in the four, and I think I overthink everything about this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I honestly less is best. I just go into it, I'm like, I'll just throw it out there.
I need your mind when I'm playing this game. All right, review number one: a cult classic waiting to happen for those who like their horror movies dark, smart, twisted, and hard.
See, that seems a little iffy.
Number two: I'm sure there's an
Hmm.
audience somewhere for this sixth sort of story, but I couldn't stomach it.
Seems real.
Couldn't stomach it. Okay, number three. While it doesn't live up to its reputation of being one of the most disturbing horror films ever made, it does have its fair share of deliciously twisted moments.
Okay.
And then number four. You can't deny that Saw ushers in a new style of horror film, one hell bent on making audiences physically ill. Don't forget to bring a barf bag.
Hmm. Man, that is good, like you said. Man, I don't know. I'm starting to like second guess everything. If you don't mind reading all of them again, and at the very end, I'm going to choose rapid fire which one I'll pick.
Okay, number one, a cult classic waiting to happen for those who like their horror movies dark, smart, twisted, and hard. Number two, I'm sure there's an audience somewhere for this sick sort of story, but I couldn't stomach it. Number three, while it doesn't live up to its reputation of being one of the most disturbing horror films ever made, it does have its fair share of deliciously twisted moments. And then number four, you can't deny that Saw ushers in a new style of horror film, one hell bent on making audiences physically ill. Don't forget to bring it a barf bag.
Number three, locking it in.
Numero three comes from Alex Sandell of Juicy Cerebellum.
Oh my gosh, was it number two?
Number two comes from Steve Rhodes, Internet Reviews.
Weird.
Oh, Steve
Hmm.
Rhodes.
So yours was.
Mine was the last one,
Oh, interesting.
a new style of horror film.
New style, yeah. At first I was like, maybe that's it, but I was paying attention to what your reaction was through video. And so I was
I'm laughing at
paying,
all these, so I don't think that's going to help.
yeah,
Well,
that didn't help. I
I,
need to not do that because that's
yeah,
where if I listened to it, I think I would be, and that's what I did last time. That's what threw me. So I just need to listen to it and guess based on your writing as opposed because it sounds like something you would write. That last one sounds like a review you would write.
I think what's funny too, and why I thought the second one's funny when it mentions the sixth story, was there were so many just like this is
Oh
so
yeah.
sick. This is a sick story,
Yeah.
and it just made me laugh just thinking about some, I guess, certain people watching this
That's yeah. Well,
for
see
the first time. And this is the
that's
first one when like the others are so much worse.